Welcome to the channel with Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, just down at Ashfield in Sydney at this spectacular church. When you think about the things that really matter and relationships and the blessings that they bring and the damage they can do, where do you really position yourself so that you can try and be successful in love and in life? Well, I think the first thing you need to do is have integrity in yourself, the way you look after yourself, the way you perceive yourself. And how do you do that? Well, I guess you have to have a foundation on which you can build, and for me that foundation's the Lord Jesus Christ. 1 Corinthians 3:11, for no other foundation can anyone lay than that which is laid, which is Christ Jesus. And all he did was go about doing good and healing and helping. And so when you run into micro incremental dark triad characteristic traits in people, just turn to Christ. Turn to Christ crucified. Paul said, the apostle himself said, for no other, what did he say? For I've been crucified with Christ. For it is no longer I who live, but Christ that lives in me. And the life which I now live, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. We have an enemy who wants to destroy every part of our fabric, mentally and physically. He likes to attack the mind. He likes to psychologically assault who we are and our values. And if you're around people that are doing that, really, honestly, I don't care who you are, where you are, you know if you're being emotionally abused, you know if you're being psychologically attacked, you know if you're around micro-incremental dark triad characteristic type people who just want to pull good people down and undo integrity and be sarcastic, antagonistic, and bring about trouble for everyone around them and themselves. Honestly, there's a better way. There's a much better way. Really, there is. And it's without judgment. It's without partiality. It's just doing good and being good. It's not all that hard. Really, it's not. And really, if you run into these dark empath people, let them go. Remove yourself. Get away. And if you're stuck in that situation and you're entertaining it to the detriment of the ones that you love, the relationship and that, and it might be family members that are destroying the people, the character and defaming the ones that you love and despising them and pushing away. If you're letting that happen to you and you're losing out, that's on you. You know good from evil. You know what's right and wrong. You know who's acting up and who's not. That's why there is no other foundation that can be laid, which is Christ Jesus. For I've been crucified with Christ. Honestly, it's no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. Do not be demasculinized. Do not be defeminized by people that try and cause trouble out of their delusions and imaginations. Just don't do it. There is a thing called sorcery. It's real. It comes from drug use and alcohol abuse. And it toys with the person's mind that's under those influences, and they start to turn on themselves and the people that are closest to them. It's hard to camouflage, but you can spot it very easily because they give themselves away. They show what their attitudes are and their delusions and things. And just retreat. Just retreat. The Holy Spirit and Satan and all these elements of the spiritual realm sort all that out. You just keep building yourself and being faithful to the things that matter, the Christian things, the valuable things in life. where you're not picking out people and trying to pick on people. You're just trying to find peace and love and all those wonderful attributes that matter. Face things, take accountability and responsibility. And don't take accountability and responsibility for other people's bad behavior. It's not worth it. It's not on you, it's on them. You just stay on point and don't buy into the delusions and evils of other people. Don't buy into it. Just come back away from it. And as I said, if it's somebody in your family, confront the issue before the issue confronts you, because it will. Be on point. You know what's right, you know what's wrong, you know who's causing trouble, you know who's not. You know if you're being responsible and accountable. You know if you're resolving things or you're not. Really, you do. And if you're not, the great enemy of humanity is unresolved. It just is. Wherever there's unresolved, you can guarantee that the pinnacles and structures of the people that are associated with that are going to collapse. It's just how it works. Resolve everything that you can as it goes along, and if it's just a form of evil, confront it and leave it. Evil always turns on itself. Always, without fail, turns on itself. It's just all there is to it. There's no other way in which evil can be dealt with. In the criminal system, they lock them away. They lock them away for a reason, because they're bringing harm to people. There's a lot of people that aren't locked away, that are loose in our communities, that are psychologically assaulting and emotionally abusing people right across their reach. Don't be one of those. For no other foundation can be laid, the only one that has been laid for any of us to stand up upon with integrity and dignity and a way in which we're responsible and accountable to ourselves, is Christ Jesus. And as the Apostle Paul said in Galatians 2:20, I'm sure it's 2:20, forgive me if I'm wrong, for no other foundation, no. I've been crucified with Christ. It's no longer I who live, but Christ that lives in me. And the life which I now live, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Do not assist evil. Call it for what it is and get back on track, back on point, and get your life out of it, because evil will take you down. That's what it does by nature. This is Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist. Bye for now.